Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I put my Necron video out this morning, talk about the Necron stuff, and GW have now put out their own article in regards to the blurry image. We have all the new information regarding the new melee stuff, the assault squads, loads of Necron stuff. So let's just jump in, let's go through it all, let's speak about it, and let's read what all these new units are. So let's start with some of like the big units, because this is what all the debate has been about. I was saying like this was potentially like a new destroyer lord or something like that, but GW have given us the official information now. It says here that this is a Skorpek Lord, or Skorpek Lord, yes, I'm hopefully pronouncing that right. It says this towering killer, armed with such delights as a fleshing claw and ematic annihilator, gives a hint to the murderous delights the forthcoming Necrons have in store for us. Eagle-Eye fans may have found him sulking on the new refreshed Warhammer 40,000 website alongside, and we'll get to the alongside thing in a second, because for those of you who don't know, if you're just tuning in for the first time on the video, this was all put out on the Warhammer 40,000 site and wasn't showing off on their big preview thing. So everyone was like, why have they put it on the Warhammer website and not actually shown it to us in the actual preview? And this actually goes with the new Space Marine stuff as well that we've seen, and this is what they're saying here. This chap, as they say, yes, your prayers have been answered. A new Primaris lieutenant for a new edition. I know, because that is the running joke at the moment. We know a certain tweener who can't contain himself. I think that is the Primaris lieutenant chap who runs that social media thing. And yes, that is a Volkite pistol and Storm Shield. So it is confirmed that it is indeed a Volkite pistol, and of course we all know a shield is was always on the cards because it's a bloody shield. But the big thing is, of course, is Volkite. Volkite weaponry was known to be in the Horus Heresy, and the STC and stuff got lost, and that's why we never really saw it like mass produced in 40k. It was only like relic weapons and stuff like that. Very, very rare. But it seems now, with the new Primaris stuff, and probably with the aid of Belisarius Call, certain stuff from the Horus Heresy may be appearing in the new Space Marine ranges. But one of the big things that they actually put on the article is that in regards to the potato cam image that got leaked with all the blurry stuff, they've actually put out the proper image now, and they've kind of shown, well, they have shown us what the Silent King looks like. We'll zoom into him in a second and we'll have a little discussion about him. But it says here, and that's all we've got in store for you. Thanks for the reverse miracle of the potato cam, we're able to bring you a much nicer, less grainy image of the Necron stuff. Information what exactly is in the picture remains shrouded in mystery, so we've asked the Warhammer community, saving Eddie Eccles, to take his stab at it. It's for us, good luck, everyone. So I think we're going to be seeing more of this very, very soon. But if we actually just look at the image right now, and I'll zoom into certain different areas. So the bottom left, that massive, huge thing down there looks like a Necron Destroyer. Now, I think that is definitely going to be the new Necron Destroyer unit. The things, which we talked about earlier today, which is like a kind of Necron Lord, and it's got two little like servitor Necrons next to him. Some people are saying that maybe that is a Pariah unit for the Necrons. I'm not too sure about that. You can see like the big walkers in more detail now. They look great. There's two walkers. You have the big massive walker, and you have the little walker on the right hand side as well. You have the mega monolith, as I like to call it. The so-called Satan is what I'm calling it as well. Look at like all the energy coming up from the base. And lastly, of course, look at the Silent King in the background. Surely GW should really release like the full-on trailer now for the Silent King, because I'd rather see it like in a video, like full up close-ups, than just this little image, because I am zooming in on the image here and stuff like that, but we've seen it now. We know what the Silent King looks like. Look how big it is. I think it's probably just a little bit smaller than the mega monolith. Actually, I think it may be a little bit bigger the way it's actually rising up from the ground, but you can definitely see the Silent King there. He's just, he's offering his hand out. You've got the Satan behind him strapped on. All the energy is being sucked out of him, and it's obviously powering whatever that bloody thing is. He's got these little hover things next to him. God knows what they are. They probably shoot beams of light that just completely obliterate you and stuff like that. But amazing, absolutely amazing stuff. Yeah, this is incredible. Absolutely awesome stuff for the Necron range. Now, of course, along with all the leaks, we had all the renders really for like the Primaris assault guys and some of the sword guys, but we didn't know what their names were. And now we actually have names to go with them. It says Primaris ahoy. We couldn't let the Necrons have all the fun, could we? Turns out there's also a Primaris Mirus potato cam images out there, and spare your blushes. We tried to decipher exactly what the grainy, out of focus goodies are. We thought we'd get straight to the heart of the matter. Brace yourselves. This is awesome. And it says, quick question. What's better than a Primaris Assault Intercessor? That's right. 5 of them. A super choppy Assault Intercessors. So that confirms one thing, is that they're going to be coming in squads of 5. I actually thought maybe these were going to be squads of 10, but apparently here it's saying squads of 5 guys. There's some of the images in the background which you can see now of like the actual proper images of them. We did have that like top-down one, that was taken from the Warhammer community website, but you can see them in a lot more glory now, and I think they look good. I expected maybe some type of robes on them and stuff like that to go along with all the other assault things on them. It's probably going to take a bit of kit bashing, for example, for me, if I want to do them Black Templars. But if you've been looking at the range so far for the Primaris and Reigns, they are doing them without any kind of details on them, and I think it's just leaving it up to us to kit bash and stuff like that. Yes, I've put my concerns about that before, about what I dislike about the Primaris range is that they don't really have that much character when you want to do them a certain chapter. So hopefully in the future we'll start seeing these put into like Templars and Blood Angels and Space Wolves and Dark Angels, and they'll have that kind of flair on them. But for now, it's just like the blank guys that we're getting. And the next unit is, of course, probably my favourite unit. I'm absolutely I just need these in my life right now. For those of you who don't know, I've been waiting to do Black Templars in my last wall. I've just been holding out because I had this tingly feeling that something was coming. You know, the Emperor was talking to me in my dreams, and thankfully I held out, because these guys are definitely going to bring the Templar style to my last wall project. And we actually have a name for these chaps now, and they're called Primaris Blade Guard Veterans. And we actually, you know, all the little, well, the 3 of them, it seems, they put on the website, and I think it's only got to be a squad of 3, let's say, just like the aggressors. You know, you have a sergeant and you have 2 of them like that. I think this has got to be the same. They're probably going to have, you know, some abilities with them. They're probably going to have like an invul save maybe or something with their shields. Hopefully, you know, their power swords are a bit more better than, you know, the power swords that we have now. Maybe they get more attacks. Something really awesome that makes them stand out. It does say that they are indeed first company veterans and with power swords and storm shields on the article. So hopefully we'll be getting some rules soon which will make them very, very veteranish on the tabletop, let's say. And the next unit they go on about is, of course, the Primaries Bikers. How long have we been waiting for this? Primaries Bikers. Well, let's harken back all the way back to that blurry image, and this is what we've got now. We finally got there. I had faith in the Emperor, and he has rewarded me. So we are indeed getting Primaris Bikers. This is probably a massive thing for you White Scar players, Raving Wing players, you know, the people that really use like the need for speed kind of mechanics to make their army go forward and purge with. This is probably your time to shine. I'm definitely going to paint these up. I'm not sure to do these as Black Templars, or maybe I'll do these as Imperial Fist or Red Templars, since Red Templars are a very, very fast moving force when it comes to the Sons of Dawn. But that is not all, because we have one more model to talk about, and this model is different from all the rest. It is very, very well, I don't want to say a strange one, but it's something new when it comes to the Space Marine range. So this guy, as you see in the background now, is called the Judicator. It says here, someone has to keep all these new Space Marines in line though, right? Someone to execute the orders of the chapter masters, or, you know, just execute dudes in general, and it is this guy. It says he's a Judicator. He's an entirely new kind of Space Marine. He's got an executioner blade specifically designed for lopping off heads, and there's a lot of judicating to be done. Now, one of the rules I heard about this guy, and this is not confirmed at all, is that if you have this guy with your army, I don't know if it like works on a range or you have to like attach him to, I really don't know what they're going to be doing in 9th edition, but apparently if you have this chap with you, then you always get to fight first if you're, you know, going into melee and stuff like that. Again, I don't know how true that is, but that's a pretty cool mechanic. When I look at the model, there were some things I disliked about it straight away. Like, I'm not really a fan of the head. I've always said that I prefer just full-on skull helmets, and this one is like cutting that bit off, so I'm not really a fan of that. I know like they're trying to go with that kind of executioner kind of look, I think, like covering the mouth and stuff like that. But for me, when I get this model, I'm probably just going to put like a full-on skull helmet on there, or do like a little badass face on there and stuff like that. The egg timer, as I like to call it, it seems okay, but I just don't know if it seems a little bit out of place on this. A lot of people have been saying it looks like one of the models from the AOS range. I really don't know what it's called, but I kind of agree in some aspects where he's got like a little like timer as well. I love the sword. I know some people said they don't like the sword, but it's one of these execution swords. That's all for. It's just lopping off heads. I'm a big fan of that. I love like all the little studs on their armor and stuff. I love like the neck piece. I love the shoulder pads. Like it's a kind of, you know, it's got that really big bit on the actual rim of it and stuff like that. That's what I love when I come to my shoulder pads. It reminds me of like Mark III and stuff, which is one of my favourite things. One of the things that's confusing me about all these models is that the little symbol that's on them. A lot of people were saying like it's campaign badges and stuff like that. We've all come up with different little ideas. This one's got one on the chain. I don't know what that means, and I haven't seen it posted anywhere from GW. So if you've got any thoughts on that or what potentially that could be, please post it, because I'd love to get some ideas of what it could be. All right, Chaproonios, that's me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm sure there's going to be a ton more stuff coming this week, due with 9th edition, more of the Necron stuff. I think they're probably going to put the Silent King trailer out very, very soon as well. And when they do, I'll be here making videos, talking about it all as I normally do. And we'll be doing some more live streams throughout the week, you know, getting everyone's thoughts now that we've cooled down, we've looked at it. I've still got like my breakdown of the CGI trailer, what I loved about it, all that kind of stuff. I've still got to make a video on my initial thoughts of 9th edition. It'll all be coming out very, very soon. There's just so much content that's been hitting me this weekend. I have to like take a little break and do it like when I can. So thank you for coming, thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts, feedback, everything like that down below, and we'll have a nice little chat about it down there. See you now, and bye bye.